Yachts are not just boats, they're floating palaces. If you ask any yacht seller, how much does this one go for? The answer is almost always, if you have to ask, you can't buy it. With that kind of cash involved, yachts are fitted with all kinds of oddities, not just a few extra rooms. I'm talking about some really wild stuff from exploration to protection to very specific comforts. Yachts seem to have some crazy things on board, so let's discover them. Number 10. Underwater fun. Not all yachts are exclusively about privacy, relaxation, or pure entertainment. Some use their luxurious vessels as an excuse to do something useful for the world. The Octopus, for instance, is owned by Microsoft co-founder Paul Allen, who is notoriously passionate about the pursuit of knowledge. He decked out the Octopus with so many expensive gadgets, it's basically the Range Rover of the seas. It's equipped with all the bells and whistles that make other high-end explorers envious. For instance, the two onboard submarines have been loaned out to Google Earth and the Discovery Science Channel. They've even discovered a long-lost Japanese warship using it, but who needs an onboard submarine when the yacht is the submarine? Admittedly, it's still in its concept phase, but once it's completed, sub-yacht Migaloo can be submerged for up to several weeks at a time, allowing you to travel the world and view sea life perfect. If you want to get away from all the craziness of life or to deter pirate boardings. Number 9. Outdoor garden. While out on extended sea, voyages the vast blue ocean can seem a bit much at times, but if you are super rich, you can just bring the green grass and vibrant foliage with you. Super Yacht Boat is special in that it features a huge outdoor garden filled with real living grass and plants. Not only is this a nice touch for seasick land lovers, but also for any animals that hitch a ride. In fact, a love for animals is actually the whole reason this garden was created in the first place, taking green yachts. One step further is this super yacht called Tropical Island Paradise. Although still only a concept, it comes complete with its own functioning volcano, which feeds water down a stream through the middle of the boat into its incredibly large pool. The lavish yacht can accommodate up to 10 guests and can travel along at a top speed of 15 knots. If going green is your thing, you might also be interested in the Solar Wave 64, although it sounds like a late 90s video game from Nintendo, it's actually a yacht. Unlike others who need to fuel up every so often, Solar Wave has unlimited range. It draws its power from solar panels mounted on top, which also gives it zero emissions. Thankfully, a few cloudy days aren't going to leave you stranded because you can always lean on the batteries, which store surplus power, even though Elon Musk company, Solar City has been fighting to arm American roofs with solar panels and batteries for years. I think that he's missing out on the opportunity to capitalize on sunny ocean vessels as well. Number 8. Defense Systems. Super Yacht Azam isn't just big, it's the biggest in the world. It was specially built for the President of the United Arab Emirates. Not much is publicly known about Azam, making it one of the ocean's largest mysteries. What we do know is that it just might be the safest place on the sea if you're making a voyage. That's not ordinary glass in the master bedroom, it's bulletproof. Also on board is a complete defense system, which is capable of taking down incoming missiles. Azam was also the fastest super yacht for a very long time, until it was recently dethroned by another yacht, which coincidentally also comes with its own defense system. This new sultan of oceanic speed is named Foner. A yacht which travels twice as fast as his album Foners can reach speeds of up to 70 knots, which is almost as fast as a speedboat. It's also completely lined in aramid fiber, which makes it impenetrable to bullets. But what if you don't have people shooting bullets but cameras? If privacy is a higher concern than safety, then maybe the Super Yacht Eclipse is more to your liking. Eclipse is a yacht that makes paparazzi and journalists cry. Included on board is an anti-paparazzi laser field. When switched on, it can actually detect digital cameras and fire back lights bright enough to overexpose any pictures taken, making them total junk. Number 7. Pirate Defense. Pirate defense has come a long way in the past millennia. Back in Blackbeard's time, they used cannons and swords, which have long since gone extinct. The weapons of the old days have since been replaced by high-tech gear and non-lethal gadgets, but sometimes we yearn for the olden days. Sometimes you need to show these pirates you mean business by piloting them from your ship for the low price of 420 million. You can charter the Lucky Lady. On the back, you'll find a retractable golf tee, which will allow you to practice your backswing while barraging encroaching pirates with a volley of golf balls. Okay, so it isn't exactly a pirate defense system, but you have to admit it would be fun. And before you start crying about how all the wealthy droppings of high society will negatively impact the environment, get this, you can't use normal golf balls. It's illegal to litter non-biodegradable balls into the ocean. So how do they do it? They use lobsters. I'm not even joking, but no, they don't ask the chef to prepare a lobster for them to aim at peasants in the harbor. They have to buy special biodegradable golf balls developed by the University of Maine, which are made from lobster shells. The rich really can't get enough of lobsters. Number 6. Netflix and chill. Private theaters and mansions have always seemed quite impressive, while private theaters on the ocean take that impressiveness and completely blow it out of the water. Take, for example, the super yacht called Maltese Falcon, which has a huge outdoor theater utilizing its rear sail as a huge screen for movies to be projected onto. You can relax on sun chairs or in the optional jacuzzi and watch Kristen Stewart fall in love with a vampire. Number 5. Portable beach. Owning your own private island used to seem like the ultimate dream. You'd get away from it all, sit on the beach, and sip fancy drinks while you watch the sunset. But that's thinking far too small. The real luxury is going on vacation and taking that beautiful beach with you. The yacht, known as 108 meters, allows you to do just that instead of a pool. This ship actually has a portable shallow beach leading down to the ocean, complete with sand. If the 108m sandy beach doesn't do it for you though, perhaps you'd like something that looks more like an island itself. Take a look at Kokomo Island instead. With Kokomo, the entire yacht is a private island. It's got everything from outdoor dining to a glass bottom jacuzzi. It's even got its own waterfall nestled among poolside palm trees. Number 4. Sleek, tender garages. A yacht is big, massive, and a super yacht, doubly so. They can be bulky, slow, and just impractical. That's why we're seeing the rising trend of yachts acting as all-purpose motherships. Just like an aircraft carrier hosts naval planes and the Death Star hosts TIE fighters, modern-day yachts are holding everything from speedboats and jet skis to helicopters and submarines. With all this need for off-ship excursions, one feature that's important but often overlooked are tender garages. They are docking stations made specifically for secondary waterborne vehicles. Normally, you might need to push the extra boat into the tender garage or use a crane on the super yacht Seven Senses. However, there's no need for all that extra effort. You just drive on in. The 7 Sense tender garage is complete with a removable floor that can be flooded in order to sail right on in the floor, then rises and the water is pumped out. The Jade features a similar design, which can empty its 4,755 gallons of water in a mere 3 minutes. Water vehicles aren't the only thing yachts are carrying nowadays, though. Stick around till the end and I'll give you a bonus peek of a yacht with its own car collection room. Number 3. Playing a pickup game on the open seas. Owning a yacht doesn't have to mean sitting back and leaving the world behind. Sometimes you want to get competitive. Sometimes you want to sweat. Sometimes you want to bring the world with you, especially if that means an intense game of basketball. Yep, here's another sports-themed super yacht, the Fountainhead. Owned by Sears CEO Eddie Lampert, and this one has a basketball court. Another super yacht for sports fans is the Aviva, which set sail in 2017. You can play a game or 10 of tennis in its indoor full-size tennis court. Why stay on land to play a game when you can just as easily play at sea? Number 2. A swim without the salt. Now, obviously, the main draw of spending time on the water is the water. But a sane human being can only take so much salt for so long. If you feel like getting wet, but prefer chlorine, you're in luck. The vast majority of super yachts all have pools on them. Here are a few that stand out. The Octo has a mesmerizing swimming pool that feels almost surreal to float in. There are actually colored lights at the bottom, which alternate colors between red, blue, and green for a truly unique experience. Another amazing pool is onboarding the super yacht Galactica Supernova. This contains a jet stream infinity pool that even has a waterfall flowing at one end. That waterfall isn't just for looks. If you want to watch a movie while lazing in the pool, just project the movie right onto the waterfall. There's also the super yacht. Quite essential, this yacht's waterfall falls directly into a beautiful spa pool. Before I reveal the most amazing example, I'd like to remind you to subscribe. If you've enjoyed this video, we upload amazing fact-filled list videos daily, and also make sure to click that bell icon to stay updated, or you'll regret missing out on some amazing knowledge that could have filled your brain. Now let's get back to it. Number 1. A yacht with a view. The super yacht called Shia is still in its concept stage, but it's stunning. This 500-foot-long yacht comes with a master suite 12 stories high, or about 125 feet above the ground. The master suite isn't just some cozy little room cabin, either. It's 100 square feet. That's larger than many New York City apartments. Why would you build a yacht so tall to raise people closer to the heavens? His source of inspiration was the pyramids in Egypt and the Tower of Babel. But if you get tired of hanging out 125 feet above the water all day, you can go to the main deck and laze about in the infinity pool. There's even an aquarium. If this sounds like your dream yacht, all you need is around $250 million to bring this super yacht from concept to reality. Remember that car showroom I promised you? Welcome to Carception, because this super yacht itself looks like a sports car. It's called the Exhibitionist, and it was designed by Swedish supercar designer Edward Grey. This thing looks so slick, I could imagine Batman using it as a mobile base. In the next film, he can park the Batcopter on one of the 3 helipads. The yacht's engine room displays, you guessed it, high-end car engines. Not only does this boat show off high-end car, but the superstar designer also created a one-of-a-kind car specifically for this boat, the Exhibit G. If you thought these yachts were amazing, you'll definitely be amazed by our video on the most expensive yachts. Make sure to watch it now by clicking the card or on the screen annotation. So which features would you have on your dream yacht? Let me know in the comments down below, and thanks for watching.